Hi. So this one is about detachment. I want to share a little bit about what detachment actually means, to detach to situations, to people, to energies, and all of that. What goes with detachment might seem like selfishness, or becoming, or being selfish, or being self-focused. So they're all three in themselves are actually different. Selfish is about all me, myself, and I, no consideration to anybody else. I don't care what's going on. It's just me. I'm getting on with my life and I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to wear what I wear. I'm going to say what I say. And there's no consideration to anything, anyone else, anyone in the vicinity, what the ripple effects are. I actually don't care. Then you get self-focused, and being self-focused is a lot better. It's also being selfish, but it's more self-focused. I'm caring about myself. I'm putting myself first. I'm doing what I need above what other people need. I'm taking care of myself. I'm going to give myself more self-love. That's being self-focused. Then you get detached. Detached is opposite of being attached. Okay? I mean, that might just seem so obvious to some people. And what's in the dictionary? The dictionary will have its meaning, or whatever, the meaning of the word itself. However, the energy of detachment is where I'm actually going with this. Detachment, to be detached, is to not be sold by a person's behavior. It's a difficult one to actually describe, really, but if you had to think of being caught in a, what's that tree called, the bougainvillea, or cat's claws, stuck in, right? And you need to get it out. It's about unhitching the cat's claws, or unhitching yourself to a situation or to the thorn tree. Not feeling the pain of another, not being drawn into the teenager's drama, to your mother's drama, to old school thinking's drama, where that's not the right way to do it, you have to do it this way, or being attached to the societal way of this is how you need to behave in certain scenarios. There's no right and there's no wrong, as I've mentioned a few times in some of my videos. But being detached is kind of like saying to other people, I'm sure you said, well, it's your circus. However, detachment doesn't mean you need to be disconnected. They are different. Okay, you can be detached. You can watch a person. You can let them have their anger. You can be in a space, but you can let people run their own circus. You can let a person be angry, but you're not bought by the anger. It doesn't affect you. You don't let it actually ripple into you and you get all angry and join the party and join the conversation. And yes, I agree with you and I support everything that you say. And it's not, detachment is about sitting back and saying, I understand how you feel. Let's look at it from an objective point of view, or subjective, or whatever the situation is. How can you help a person without becoming party to their pain, party to their anger, becoming a part of their process? You've got to allow a person their process, but also understand that there is a bigger picture. It's not my circus, but I'm here to support you. I still love you. I'm still connected. We can still travel this journey together. My husband's very well aware of my detachment ability. It's taken many years to become detached. It's much harder though with your own children, because you have that cord of connection, especially if you're a woman and you're a mother and you gave birth to your children. To detach from their issues is rough, it's tough, and it feels like you're kind of cutting them out of your life, but you're not. You're just letting them go slowly, carefully, and eventually they've got to travel their journey and you don't feel the pain of the empty nest as much. I think I was blessed in being divorced to my daughter's dad, in the sense of being allowed to share time away from them, if I say it that way. It was very hard the first few weekends that I had to let them go, but they were very young, and we're 20 years on now, and it's actually, it's kind of saved me. I have a little boy now with my new marriage. He's, at time of this video, he's 6, going on 6.5 years, and it's a different process. He's a boy, firstly. But to detach to his stuff and to actually let him have his journey, he needs to learn to fall, scratch his knees, stand up on his own, which any parent needs to allow their kids to do. But from a detached angle, it's way different than just allowing them to get hurt, stand up, and you feel their pain. Being detached means you understand their pain. I think if you're able to empathize with people, and you know how to feel other people's pain, to learn how to detach and not feel it but understand where they're coming from, maybe it's easier. I'm not entirely sure how it is for many people. My husband struggles with being detached to many scenarios. It's a process, and it's a process in the learning, and I think a lot of times you need to talk to yourself. You need to really practice it. It is an art. It's actually a literal physical skill that you have to learn how to do. So I would love to explain more. I'd love to share more with anybody who's needing to be detached. When you're being pulled into somebody else's drama, if you can learn that it's not you that needs to be a part of it and you can let go, that will be another video I do, but you can allow them to have their process. Love them, support them. You can put your hand on their shoulder, but not be a part of their process. You are actually empowering them to grow and allowing them to become who they need to be and heal through their situation by being able to detach. Detachment is a very highly important skill that humanity needs to learn, is to detach. It is very important. You become self-focused. You learn that's kind of, I would think, is the first skill. Becoming self-focused, still caring for others, but knowing that you have to put yourself first. You have to say no to scenarios. You have to say, I'm not doing the FOMO thing, but I'm not joining you tonight. So, I'm happy to be on my own because I can't make it. I need my own time. I need to go do something else that's more important to me this time around. I still love you. I will see you at the next event, at the next thing, tomorrow morning, whenever, for the next coffee. But that's being self-focused. And then detachment is not becoming prey or falling prey to other people's dramas, being drawn into other people's anger. They're allowed to get angry. And the detachment allows you to actually allow them to be angry in a moment, to sit in a room, let them have their anger, their shouting, screaming, say the words they have to say, learn to hear the words that they're saying. Because often people, especially in an anger scenario, people shout and scream and everybody shuts off. You stop listening, can't hear it, and they don't want to know about it, or whatever the drama that's going on. When you're detached, you can support them better from a position of strength, from a position of understanding, hearing their words. You know that they're angry, allow them to be angry, move through the anger or the sadness or the emotional anxiety or whatever it is that they're actually going through, to come out on the other side, to be able to clear the air properly, and to be able to then have a decent, straight, leveled conversation, and be clear and help them clear the air. Find understanding, clarity, what made them upset, how did it work, what were the triggers. There's so much that we can really work on and find a smoother path forward by understanding all these different areas and scenarios that actually do happen in our lives. So with that, I'd like to say to you, please share questions, share your stories with me. Give me something solid to work with that we can actually create other videos with for other people to learn from, for yourself to gain clarity on, to work through, to grow through. I believe we're in a position of no more secrets. It's time to come out of your closets, your hiding closets, your anger closets, your sad closets, your depressed closets. Whatever closets are out there, it's time to come out of hiding. And I'm here to help you. I've come out of hiding, and I want to help many more come out of hiding. So live smart, fde@gmail.com. Please share with me your stories, and let's grow this movement forward, person to person, group to group, growing it into groups, bigger groups, more advanced groups, forever evolving into better, stronger people, growing the communities to communities, and who knows where Live Smart can actually go, and how this movement can help many more walking this planet.